Hi, Steve and Caleb with Brownells here, bringing you another episode of Smyth Busters. And today we want to look at what?
Pistol caliber carbines are not that great for home defense.
Who says so?
People on the internet.
Oh, that.
You know, these are still viewer requested, and
all right.
We love that, actually.
What did the viewer say he was for, against? I assume it's a he.
Well, yes, he said he was against.
Okay.
But there are a few reasons. That was all I got. But the reasons I can think of probably come down to mostly ballistics out of a 16-inch pistol caliber carbine barrel shooting defensive ammunition.
Right.
So we all know the old 16-inch 9mm carbine is really fun to shoot with ball ammo out of that 16-inch barrel, especially like plink and steel and stuff.
Yeah.
They're just really enjoyable to shoot. But when we get into home defense and different home defense loads, obviously there's a bit of difference between your actual handgun pistol barrel that ammunition's optimized for and that 16-inch pistol caliber carbine barrel. That's really changing the actual, internal, and terminal ballistics.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a hypothetical argument.
It is a hypothetical argument, but there have been some ballistic tests there's plenty out there on YouTube. You can check people shooting ballistic gelatin and stuff with these defensive loads and measuring velocities. I think Mr. Guns and Gear himself actually did one as well.
Oh, yeah.
He did a pretty good one. But the whole thing with it is, and I'll just break it down real quick here. So out of your 9mm, your defensive rounds like your Hornady, your Winchester, your Federal, whatever, any of those brands, they're optimized. Well, let's start with the projectile. The projectile's optimized to expand reliably at a certain velocity. And if you're pushing way past that velocity, you may not get reliable expansion. So that projectile is not performing as good as it should in that defensive scenario. Now, another thing is that powder burn rate. So defensive handgun loads are designed to burn within that small barrel length, right? So whenever you start getting into longer barrel lengths, you can actually end up with a little bit of drag at the end of that. Or you just may end up with way too much velocity because of the barrel length.
Okay. I've been very patient with you so far.
Oh man.
But
I'm about to get put in my place.
Isn't it true, Mr. Savant, that if you touch off even a Ruger 1022 in a darkened hallway, that whoever's on the other end is going to take off running no matter what?
Yes.
When's the last burglar you talked to that said, I'm going to go in there even though I know they got guns?
I've never talked to them.
Yeah. Any kind of a firearm that makes noise is a nice thing to have if you have somebody in your house, because they're not counting on any kind of a firefight breaking out, that's for sure.
Yeah, and the other side of that was the over-penetration argument.
Yeah, you don't want a 223 carbine.
Yeah.
Because your neighbor's going to find out about it when it comes through his wall.
Yeah, and I think the pistol caliber carbine, personally, even all that being said, I think it's an excellent choice for home defense.
Especially for people that aren't that familiar with firearms. It's easy to handle. It's easy to hit with if you have to hit with. I don't think caliber is all that important. I really don't.
I agree. I mean, anything you have in your home for home defense is good for home defense. I mean, whatever it may be, just have something.
Now, all that being said, for the ultimate in handiness, maybe it's better to go with a pistol configuration like we got here in front of us.
Yeah, I think so. So even like a pistol like this or even an SBR would be the ideal way to go if you're running a pistol caliber carbine.
Yeah, a pistol caliber, you're not giving anything up by shortening that down to 10 or 8 inches.
Yeah, and you're more closer to that performance range of the ammunition you're using.
Right.
So yeah, this is the way to go.
Yeah. And this is sure to raise some comments. So if you do disagree, please let us know. We'd like to hear from you, but I'm saying the myth is what?
I'm going to say busted. I think they're great for home defense. Yeah. You think they're great for home defense? Everybody that's been...
just for ease of use, I think. And I don't think caliber is that important as long as you don't go overboard with over-penetration.
Agreed.
So,
I think we can all agree with that.
So again, if you disagree, let us know in the comments. We'd like to hear from you, and hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you next time with yet another edition of Smyth Busters.